What really matters? Things can seem so purposeless, so meaningless, so empty in this strange world. So what matters? Nothing matters other than the connection we have with the divine, with the intangible all, with the omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent force. We can give this force many names, but ultimately it is this force, it is it that allows us to harmonize with our experience. If we don't feel connected to the very force which creates such an experience, then we feel at the mercy of our experiences rather than the manifester, the creator of our experiences. Empowerment is not a virtue in this world. We are advertised a world that wants us to comply. To be empowered means we recognize our intrinsic value. We recognize that the self carries all of these unique, creative, perhaps, qualities. And when we allow ourselves to be empowered through the connection we feel intrinsically with the divine, we become bulletproof in a sense. We have this phrase, be in the world, but not of the world. It's said that Christ spoke these words. Well, to be in the world, but not of the world, we must know and feel and interact with this singularity that is a canvas that stretches throughout all of creation. But we don't know that until we feel it. This is not a truth that can be intellectually understood. There's nothing to understand about a force which is so tied to you, because it is you, it is of you, it is in you. We've forgotten about this force, and we keep forgetting. And the point of awakening, the point of ascension, the point of reclaiming our divinity is to end the forgetfulness. Stop playing stupid, stop playing dumb, stop acting as if we are smaller than we really are. We could say you are God. That's the truth. But unfortunately, the stories of God or of gods in various mythologies display to us a force which is very conditional and almost tyrannical, or expecting some kind of praise. When I say you are God, I am God, I don't say these words so we can use them to create some kind of mode of superiority. How can anything ever be superior to anything else when every ounce of creation is unique and unable to be reproduced in its exactitude? The point of this message, I guess, is just to act as another friendly reminder that although this world is completely backwards, although it can seem haunting at times, the divine is more potent than any of the confusion that's being felt, has been felt, or will be felt. So, let's keep remembering it. That force which, when we forget about, disallows us from doing anything else but feel pain. Because we're tied to the divine, because we are the representatives of the divine, you could say, whenever we disregard this force, oh, we feel it. We suffer. And through human translation, beautiful free-flowing concepts have dwindled into religious ideology. Instead of being intrinsically connected to the divine, with religion taking the wheel, now it is about proclaiming some being to be your savior, or generally appealing some force which is above you and greater than you. This is how a lot of spirituality on this plane operates and has operated. When I say remember the divine, I mean remember who you are, first and foremost. Not know what is great and grand and superior. What does that have to do with anything? By the way, if something truly is big and grand and almighty, the last thing it needs from you is more of that praise. Instead of externalizing the divine, instead of praising something outside of ourselves, why not praise it inside of ourselves? Because ultimately, there is no separation. And when we truly live our experiences with this knowing, as within, so without, when we truly live our experiences from within to without, that's when we become invincible. Thank you. Keep up the great work.